Pain is inevitable, but the dangerous thinker knows that pain is not a weakness. It is a catalyst for transformation. Machiavelli's teachings emphasize that only through enduring hardship can true power be forged. Pain, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, is the very substance that shapes the untouchable person. Instead of avoiding or running from it, they embrace pain, using it to build their strength, sharpen their resolve, and fuel their pursuit of dominance. Pain is not something to fear. It is something to use as fuel for growth and power. The first rule is that pain is the crucible where strength is forged. Doubt begins when we see pain as a burden, something that weakens us and holds us back. But the dangerous thinker sees pain differently. They understand that pain is not a barrier, but a teacher. It reveals who you are, not when things are easy, but when they are hard. The more you endure pain and discomfort, the more powerful you become, because you learn to control your responses and use every challenge as a stepping stone to greater strength. Pain reveals your true capabilities, and with every challenge, you become stronger, sharper, and more formidable. The second brutal truth is that you must turn pain into purpose. Doubt arises when we suffer without understanding the value of the experience. The untouchable person understands that pain has a purpose, and they use it to fuel their vision and drive. Instead of letting pain break them, they channel it into their goals, using the lessons learned through suffering to propel themselves forward. Every setback becomes a setup for a comeback, and every wound is an opportunity for growth. By turning pain into a clear purpose, you eliminate doubt because you no longer see suffering as something to fear, but as a tool to achieve power. The third rule is that pain builds resilience, and resilience destroys doubt. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after adversity, and it is forged in the fire of pain. The dangerous thinker knows that the more they endure, the stronger they become. Pain teaches you to persevere, to keep moving forward, and to face each challenge with unwavering determination. By embracing pain and growing stronger from it, you remove the power of doubt, because you have already proven to yourself that you can withstand anything. Resilience becomes the foundation of your power, and doubt can never thrive in someone who is unbreakable. The fourth brutal truth is that pain sharpens your focus. Doubt often arises when you are distracted or uncertain about your path. The untouchable person, however, knows that pain forces them to focus on what truly matters. When faced with adversity, they become laser-focused on their goals, cutting away anything that does not serve their vision. Pain brings clarity, and through that clarity, they sharpen their resolve and their ability to act with precision. By focusing on the lessons that pain provides, you eliminate doubt because you understand that every hardship is an opportunity to refine your path and stay on course. The fifth rule is that pain exposes your weaknesses, and those weaknesses become your greatest strengths. Doubt is often born from unacknowledged weaknesses, areas where you feel vulnerable or inadequate. The dangerous thinker uses pain to identify these weaknesses, not as a way to be discouraged, but as a way to address them head-on. Pain reveals where you need to grow, and the untouchable person is not afraid to face those flaws. Instead of hiding from weaknesses, they confront them, grow stronger, and become more complete. By acknowledging and working through your pain, you remove any doubt about your capabilities because you know you can face and overcome any challenge. The sixth brutal truth is that pain forces you to confront fear. Fear is often the root of doubt, and pain exposes the things that you are truly afraid of. The untouchable person does not run from fear, they walk toward it, knowing that the only way to conquer fear is to face it directly. Pain teaches you to embrace discomfort, and in doing so, you remove the power that fear has over you. By confronting your fears head-on, you break free from doubt, because you prove to yourself that you can endure the worst and come out victorious. This fearlessness is a critical weapon in your arsenal. The seventh rule is that pain creates a sense of urgency. Doubt is often bred by indecision or procrastination, when you feel like you have all the time in the world to act. But pain is a powerful motivator, pushing you to act quickly, decisively, and with purpose. The untouchable person uses pain to create a sense of urgency in their actions, because they know that life is short, and opportunities are fleeting. By embracing the urgency that pain creates, you remove the doubt that slows others down. You take bold, decisive action, knowing that pain is urging you forward and that time is the most valuable resource you have. Number 2, transforming suffering into mastery. The dangerous thinker understands that pain is not something to be avoided or feared, but something to be embraced and transformed. Machiavelli knew that those who could turn pain into power would rule the world, and that is what separates the true rulers from the rest of society. Pain is a gift for those who know how to extract value from it. Suffering teaches mastery, and the more you endure, the more you learn to control not just your external world, but your inner self. The first rule is that pain refines your character. Doubt often arises from uncertainty about who you are and what you are capable of. Pain eliminates this doubt by forcing you to confront your character head-on. When faced with hardship, you discover who you truly are, your limits, your strengths, and your weaknesses. The dangerous thinker doesn't shy away from suffering. Instead, they use it to refine their character, to build strength, and to grow in ways that would have been impossible without the crucible of pain. Pain forces you to become stronger, more resilient, and more determined. By refining your character, you eliminate doubt about your ability to endure, succeed, and rise above any challenge. The second brutal truth is that pain builds emotional resilience. When you face emotional pain, it tests your ability to endure without breaking. Most people let emotional suffering cripple them, causing them to doubt their ability to keep going. But the untouchable person knows that emotional pain is a test of endurance. It is not a sign of weakness, but an opportunity to develop mental toughness. Emotional pain teaches you to remain strong and unshaken in the face of life's challenges. By overcoming emotional pain and using it as fuel for growth, you eliminate any lingering doubt about your ability to handle adversity. Emotional resilience becomes a shield, protecting you from doubt and making you an unbreakable force. The third rule is that pain ignites your ambition. Doubt often arises when you feel stuck or powerless, when you believe you have no control over your situation. Pain forces you to act, because when everything is on the line, you no longer have the luxury of complacency. The untouchable person uses pain to ignite a burning ambition, pushing them to achieve more, to prove that they are capable of transcending their circumstances. Pain creates an urgency to succeed, a hunger for more, and this ambition drives you forward. When you channel pain into ambition, you eliminate doubt because you become laser-focused on what you want to achieve. The fourth brutal truth is that pain teaches patience and strategy. Doubt often arises when we are driven by impatience, when we want quick results and are unable to wait for the long-term rewards of our efforts. Pain teaches patience because it forces you to endure, to move slowly but steadily toward your goal. The dangerous thinker understands that success is not immediate, and that true power is built through strategic patience. Pain allows you to develop this patience because you learn to accept that challenges will come, but they can be overcome. By learning to move strategically, even in the face of adversity, you eliminate doubt about your ability to win the long game. Strategy is your weapon, and patience ensures that your moves are always deliberate and well thought out. The fifth rule is that pain helps you detach from comfort and fear. Most people are driven by the desire for comfort and the fear of pain, and these desires limit their growth. The untouchable person, however, knows that true power comes from stepping away from comfort and embracing discomfort. Pain teaches you to detach from the need for comfort, to stop seeking safety, and instead to embrace the unknown. The more you detach from comfort, the more powerful you become because you are no longer afraid of what discomfort might bring. Pain teaches you to move forward despite fear, and as you do, doubt about your ability to succeed vanishes. When you learn to welcome pain instead of fearing it, you develop a mental fortitude that cannot be shaken. The sixth brutal truth is that pain creates opportunities for reinvention. Doubt arises when you are stuck in the past, when you are unwilling to change or adapt. Pain, however, offers the perfect opportunity to reinvent yourself. When faced with suffering or failure, you have the chance to redefine who you are and how you will move forward. The dangerous thinker embraces pain as a moment of reinvention, using it to reshape their mindset, their approach, and their vision. By seeing pain as an opportunity to reinvent yourself, you eliminate any doubt about your capacity to adapt and grow. Reinvention through pain strengthens your resolve and solidifies your position in the world. The seventh rule is that pain fosters an unwavering sense of purpose. Doubt often emerges when you lack clarity on your mission, when you are unsure of your path or your goals. Pain, however, forces you to find a purpose greater than yourself. When you face adversity, you must have a reason to endure. The untouchable person understands that pain is a natural part of their journey, and they use it to reinforce their purpose. Every painful moment strengthens their commitment to their mission, making it impossible for doubt to take hold. When pain aligns with purpose, it transforms suffering into fuel for your greater goals, and you move forward with a clarity of purpose that others can't match. Number 3, leverage pain to build unbreakable resilience. Resilience is the ultimate weapon in the arsenal of a dangerous thinker. Machiavelli taught that true power comes from the ability to endure and persevere, not from avoiding pain or hardship. Pain is the fire that forges resilience, and resilience is the foundation of unshakable strength. A dangerous thinker knows that every painful experience is a chance to build a more resilient self, to become untouchable by anything life throws their way. Doubt is defeated by resilience, because once you build the mental and emotional toughness to face any adversity, nothing can shake you. The first rule is that pain fuels your growth. Doubt creeps in when we avoid hardship, when we seek comfort and safety. The dangerous thinker, however, understands that pain is the greatest catalyst for growth. Instead of running from pain, they lean into it, knowing that each painful experience strengthens them. Pain forces you to adapt, to find new solutions, and to dig deeper into your potential. By embracing pain as a tool for growth, you eliminate doubt about your ability to handle the challenges ahead. Every setback becomes an opportunity to grow stronger, and this growth builds unshakable resilience. The second brutal truth is that resilience is built through consistent struggle. Doubt is a result of avoiding difficulty or running from challenges. The untouchable person, however, welcomes struggle because they know that resilience isn't developed in comfort, but through continuous challenges. Every time you push through a difficult situation, your resilience grows stronger. The more you expose yourself to pain, the more you build the mental toughness required to succeed in any circumstance. By consistently facing and overcoming adversity, you eliminate doubt because you know that you can handle whatever life throws your way. The third rule is that pain strengthens your emotional control. Doubt often arises from emotional instability, from being unable to control your reactions to external events. The dangerous thinker understands that emotional control is essential for resilience. When you face pain, you learn to control your emotions, choosing how to respond rather than being ruled by them. Pain teaches you not to be shaken by frustration, anger, or sadness. Instead, you become the calm in the storm, using your emotional control to make strategic decisions and remain focused on your goals. This emotional control turns pain into power, and doubt is eliminated because you remain composed under pressure. The fourth brutal truth is that pain teaches you to trust your instincts. Doubt often arises when you question your own judgment, when you second-guess your decisions. The untouchable person, however, trusts their instincts, especially in moments of pain or uncertainty. Pain forces you to rely on your instincts because it strips away the comfort of certainty, leaving you with only your gut feeling and your experience to guide you. By trusting your instincts in the face of pain, you eliminate doubt because you prove to yourself that you can make the right choices even when the stakes are high. Your instincts become your anchor in times of chaos, and they guide you to success. The fifth rule is that pain sharpens your focus. Doubt often arises when we are scattered, distracted, or overwhelmed. Pain, however, forces you to focus on what truly matters. When you face adversity, you no longer waste time on trivial matters. Pain demands your attention, and the dangerous thinker knows that pain is a powerful tool for honing focus. Every painful moment sharpens your resolve and ensures that your attention remains on your goals. By using pain to focus your energy, you eliminate doubt because you understand that success comes from giving your full attention to what truly matters, not from being distracted by the noise of the world. The sixth brutal truth is that pain builds your mental toughness. Doubt is a result of mental weakness, the belief that you can't handle what's coming. The dangerous thinker, however, uses pain to strengthen their mental resolve. Each time they face hardship, they prove to themselves that they can overcome anything. Pain forces them to confront their limits, and through that confrontation, they expand their capacity to handle even more. Mental toughness is built by continually pushing yourself through painful experiences. By embracing pain as a mental strengthening tool, you eliminate doubt about your ability to handle the future, because you've already shown that you can endure and thrive through hardship. The seventh rule is that pain teaches you the value of sacrifice. Doubt often arises when we hold on to things that no longer serve us. Pain teaches you that to succeed, you must sacrifice things that are not aligned with your greater purpose. Whether it's letting go of comfort, relationships, or bad habits, pain forces you to make tough choices. By learning to sacrifice what holds you back, you clear the path for your ultimate success, and doubt fades because you know you are fully committed to your growth. Pain teaches you that sacrifice is not only necessary, it is the key to unlocking your full potential. Number 4, using pain to forge. Unstoppable focus and unwavering willpower. A dangerous thinker understands that pain is a sharp instrument that can be used to sharpen focus and willpower. Machiavelli's teachings illuminate the truth that only through suffering can one develop the mental strength required to master not just oneself but the world around them. Pain is the most direct way to build willpower, and willpower is the bedrock of unwavering focus. The untouchable person knows that to truly wield power, you must harness pain to eliminate distractions, build intense focus, and forge an unbreakable will that refuses to bend or break under pressure. The first rule is that pain forces you to prioritize what matters most. Doubt often arises when we are unsure of what we want, when we are torn between desires and distractions. Pain strips away the unnecessary, forcing you to confront what truly matters in life. When you are in pain, you can't afford to waste time or energy on anything that doesn't serve your greater purpose. This laser-like focus on your goals is a direct result of the pain you endure. By using pain to eliminate distractions, you eliminate doubt because you understand that your time and energy are precious. Pain forces you to refine your focus, ensuring that every action you take aligns with your mission. The second brutal truth is that pain strengthens your ability to endure discomfort. Doubt often arises when we fear discomfort, when we worry about whether we can withstand the hardships ahead. The dangerous thinker, however, embraces discomfort as a natural part of their growth. Pain teaches you that you can endure more than you think, and every moment of suffering builds your tolerance for discomfort. By mastering the ability to endure discomfort, you eliminate doubt because you know that there is no obstacle too large for you to overcome. This ability to stay focused under pressure ensures that pain becomes a source of power rather than a deterrent. The third rule is that pain sharpens your decision-making skills. Doubt often arises when we hesitate or second-guess our decisions. The untouchable person knows that pain forces them to make decisions quickly and decisively. In moments of hardship, there is no time for indecision. You must act immediately, and this sharpens your ability to make tough strategic decisions with precision. By using pain to sharpen your decision-making, you eliminate doubt because you trust your ability to make the right move, even under pressure. Pain teaches you to act decisively, and decisiveness is the key to seizing control of every situation. The fourth brutal truth is that pain creates an unbreakable willpower. Doubt creeps in when we don't believe we have the strength to keep going, when we feel defeated by the obstacles in our path. The dangerous thinker knows that pain is the forge that creates an unbreakable will. Every painful experience forces you to tap into reserves of strength that you never knew you had, and this strengthens your willpower. By enduring pain and pushing through it, you develop an unstoppable will, one that is immune to doubt. Pain teaches you that you are stronger than you think, and that there is no force capable of breaking your will. The fifth rule is that pain makes you less reliant on external validation. Doubt often arises when we seek approval or validation from others, allowing external opinions to dictate our self-worth. The untouchable person, however, understands that external validation is fleeting, and pain forces them to rely on their inner strength instead. By experiencing pain and overcoming it on your own, you become less dependent on others' opinions, and this independence strengthens your will. The more you rely on your inner strength, the less doubt you have about your ability to succeed, because you know your power comes from within, not from others' approval. The sixth brutal truth is that pain gives you clarity and purpose. Doubt often arises from confusion and lack of direction, but pain strips away the distractions and forces you to see your purpose clearly. When you are in pain, you no longer have time for superficial desires or concerns. Pain forces you to confront your true goals and aspirations, and in doing so, it provides clarity. By embracing pain as a tool for clarity, you eliminate doubt, because you see exactly what needs to be done. This clarity makes every action purposeful, every move directed toward your ultimate goal, and no doubt can survive in the presence of such unshakable clarity. The seventh rule is that pain sharpens your ability to stay calm under pressure. Doubt often arises when we panic under stress, when we fear the unknown and feel overwhelmed by the challenges ahead. The dangerous thinker, however, understands that pain teaches you to stay calm and composed, no matter what. Pain forces you to develop the mental toughness to remain calm in the face of chaos. This ability to remain unshaken, even when the world is falling apart around you, makes you a formidable force. By using pain to cultivate this mental fortitude, you eliminate doubt because you know that nothing can shake your focus or your ability to handle stress. Number 5. Transform pain into relentless action and unstoppable. Momentum pain, when harnessed correctly, becomes the driving force behind relentless action. Machiavelli understood that those who can turn suffering into purposeful action are the ones who shape the course of history. Doubt is a natural byproduct of inaction, but the dangerous thinker knows that the only way to conquer pain and turn it into power is to use it as the fuel for consistent, unstoppable action. By acting in the face of pain, you create momentum, and momentum becomes the force that propels you toward your goals, faster and stronger than anyone could anticipate. The first rule is that pain demands action. Doubt often arises when you allow yourself to become paralyzed by fear or suffering, when you feel overwhelmed by the pain you're experiencing. But the untouchable person knows that pain is not something to retreat from. It is a signal to move forward with even more intensity. Pain forces you to take immediate, decisive action, and this action builds momentum. By refusing to stay stagnant, you eliminate doubt because you show yourself and others that you are someone who moves, who acts, and who progresses, no matter the obstacles in your way. The second brutal truth is that pain creates a sense of urgency. Doubt often arises when we feel like we have all the time in the world, when we lack urgency or a clear sense of purpose. Pain, however, forces you to act quickly. When you are in pain, you are no longer comfortable. The urgency to resolve it becomes a driving force, pushing you to act with purpose and speed. The untouchable person knows that nothing pushes them into action, like the pain of missed opportunities or unaddressed challenges. By turning pain into a sense of urgency, you eliminate doubt because you constantly push forward, ensuring that nothing holds you back or makes you hesitate. The third rule is that pain pushes you beyond your limits. Doubt often arises when you feel like you can't go any further, when you believe you've hit a wall. Pain, however, forces you to dig deeper. The dangerous thinker knows that there is always more to give. When you experience pain, you are forced to push yourself beyond what you thought were your limits. This pushes you to grow stronger, to expand your boundaries, and to find new sources of strength that you never thought possible. By turning pain into an opportunity to expand your limits, you destroy doubt because you prove to yourself that there is nothing you cannot achieve, no matter how difficult or painful the journey. The fourth brutal truth is that pain strengthens your focus and precision. Doubt often emerges when you are scattered, when your attention is divided between multiple goals or desires. Pain, however, forces you to focus on what truly matters. When you're in pain, you learn to eliminate distractions, honing in on your immediate priorities. The untouchable person uses pain to sharpen their focus, cutting away anything that does not contribute to their mission. By turning pain into an opportunity to refine your focus, you eliminate doubt, because you understand that pain forces you to concentrate on what's truly important, helping you make every action count. The fifth rule is that pain helps you build relentless momentum. Doubt can arise when you feel like progress is slow, when you worry that you're not moving fast enough. Pain, however, acts as the catalyst for momentum. Every painful experience pushes you forward, providing the fuel needed to maintain constant movement. The more you endure pain, the more momentum you build, and this momentum propels you faster toward your goals. Pain pushes you to keep moving, even when every instinct says to stop or take a break. By using pain as the driving force behind your momentum, you destroy doubt because you can see the tangible progress you are making step by step. The sixth brutal truth is that pain transforms your approach to setbacks. Doubt thrives when you view setbacks as failures, as signs that you're not capable or that you're falling behind. The dangerous thinker, however, knows that pain and setbacks are simply part of the journey. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to adjust your strategy, and to come back stronger. Pain teaches you to see setbacks as lessons, not as obstacles. By reframing pain and setbacks as necessary parts of your growth, you eliminate doubt because you understand that every challenge strengthens you, and each failure brings you one step closer to your ultimate success. The seventh rule is that pain strengthens your ability to persist. Doubt often arises when things get tough, when the road to success feels long and uncertain. But the untouchable person uses pain to build persistence, the ability to keep going when every fiber of your being tells you to quit. Pain teaches you to continue moving forward, to refuse to give up, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. By using pain as a source of persistence, you eliminate doubt because you develop a deep conviction that you will succeed, no matter the hardships or how long the path may be. Number 6. Turning pain into an irresistible drive for mastery and legacy. The dangerous thinker knows that true power doesn't come from avoiding pain. It comes from using pain to propel themselves to mastery. Machiavelli's teachings emphasize the idea that pain is the ultimate motivator, pushing us to create legacies that last beyond our own lifetimes. Pain is the raw material from which greatness is molded, and those who can harness it become unstoppable forces, leaving a legacy that cannot be erased. Doubt disappears when you realize that every painful moment can be used to build something extraordinary, whether that is expertise, influence, or a legacy that endures for generations. The first rule is that pain builds a relentless pursuit of mastery. Doubt arises when we believe we can't achieve perfection or expertise in a given area. The untouchable person, however, understands that true mastery comes from enduring pain and discomfort, pushing themselves past what most would consider their limits. Pain becomes the sharpening stone that molds them into a master of their craft, whether it's in leadership, strategy, or any other skill. By embracing pain as the teacher of mastery, you eliminate doubt because you trust that every painful experience is refining you, preparing you to dominate your field. The second brutal truth is that pain teaches you to control your environment. Doubt often creeps in when you feel like you're at the mercy of external forces, when you believe circumstances, people, or events are controlling your fate. The dangerous thinker uses pain to learn how to take control of their surroundings. Pain teaches you how to adapt, how to assert your will even in the harshest conditions, and how to turn adversity into opportunity. When you embrace pain, you stop being a victim of your environment and start mastering it. This control over your environment ensures that doubt never takes root, because you see every challenge as something to be molded and shaped to fit your plans. The third rule is that pain strengthens your will to create lasting impact. Doubt often arises when we fail to see the long-term value of our efforts, when we focus on the immediate discomfort of the moment. Pain, however, gives you the clarity to see beyond the present, helping you focus on the legacy you will leave behind. When you experience pain, it sharpens your sense of purpose and urgency, and pushes you to create something that will outlast you. By channeling pain into your desire to leave a legacy, You eliminate doubt about your place in history because you know that every sacrifice, every painful moment, is leading you to something much bigger than yourself. The fourth brutal truth is that pain teaches you to embrace the long game. Doubt arises when we seek instant gratification, when we expect results to come quickly without putting in the necessary effort. Pain, however, teaches you that success is earned over time and that true power is built through persistence. The dangerous thinker embraces the long game, knowing that the pain endured in the present will pay off in the future. By learning to accept the delayed rewards of hard work and sacrifice, you eliminate doubt because you know that what you are building today will create a future that others can only dream of. The fifth rule is that pain refines your leadership and influence. Doubt often arises when you lack confidence in your ability to lead or inspire others. Pain, however, teaches you how to lead with authority and influence. When you experience hardship, you learn to lead by example, showing others how to persevere in the face of adversity. Pain builds your credibility and authority because it proves to others that you can endure what they cannot. By using pain to refine your leadership, you eliminate doubt about your ability to influence others because people will follow those who have shown they can endure and overcome obstacles. The sixth brutal truth is that pain creates unwavering self-confidence. Doubt often arises when you don't believe in your own abilities, when you feel insecure about your strength, intellect, or power. The untouchable person understands that confidence is forged in pain. Each time they overcome hardship, they reinforce their belief in themselves, and this unshakable self-confidence becomes a key weapon in their arsenal. By embracing pain as the ultimate teacher, you eliminate doubt about your own capabilities, because you know that you have the strength and resilience to face anything that comes your way. The seventh rule is that pain aligns your actions with your true purpose. Doubt often arises when you feel disconnected from your goals, when you are unclear about your purpose in life. Pain, however, forces you to realign with your deepest desires and values, helping you reconnect with your true mission. The dangerous thinker uses pain to clarify their purpose, ensuring that everything they do is aligned with their long-term vision. By turning pain into a tool for clarity, you eliminate doubt because you know exactly what you want and why you're willing to endure the hardships to get there.